May I now take the privilege of requesting Honorable Chairman Sir Dr. Vijay Kumar Sahu to address the gathering.
Good evening. Thank you. I get not many occasion, to share my thoughts. So before I start sharing my thought and being inspired by Man Ki Baat that's going around in the country by Prime Minister Modi or by Obama, so I thought why not use, this forum also for a little bit of Man Ki Baat. So before doing that, on behalf of all my children of Saint Francis School, the Saint Francis family, I welcome you to Confluence and the program for 2015. I welcome our visiting students from our partner school in UK, Chosen Hill. I also welcome my friend, chairman of Nehru World School, Delhi, Arunav Singh, who is here with us. Now, the 7 years journey that we had in making of Science and School is very interesting. Why did I think after 25 years of my active profession as a chartered accountant to put a school? There is a conflict between my mind and my heart. My mind pushing me towards my profession and my heart pushing me towards my passion. And ultimately, it was passion which took over, and I thought of being with the children and education, which is core value, because I felt whatever I am today is because of my education, and education which will remain always with you, and no one can take it away from you. Rest, everything is temporary. So I wanted to be with my passion, and I thought of putting up a school. And I did a research touring many parts of the world, seeing the best practices over 10 years, not a small number of time. 10 years I did move across the globe to see how to make a good school. And I also am reminded that necessity is the mother of invention. So I had my kids that time who were in class 6, 7, and I wanted them to be getting the best of the facilities. So I wanted to create something where my own children, who will become a part of the school, to get best of the facilities. So it was a combination of all this. We created Science and School, and because of the faith and confidence that you reposed in us, we could not only put a good school in state, we have been able to put up a school which has become number 6 or 7 in the country as for various surveys. I think now you should clap. Because it's your achievement. It's your children who have performed to make it the 6th or the 7th best school. Now please remember that there is a paradigm shift in education. When we talk of education to our grandparents, they will talk of the Chatsali or the village school. When we talk to our parents, they will talk of the school, village school, or the district model schools. And over the year, what has happened? From the importance of lesson-based learning, it has moved to practical learning, or the instructional learning, or the learning which is by getting involved and intuitive. So there is a paradigm shift in the dissemination of information, because today the information is not just the book. The information is a lot of source of information which is there in the net. So this is the first paradigm shift. The second, every 4 out of the 5 children reading in the school will not pursue the career that you are now thinking that they will be doing. And you can take it on record, every 4 out of the 5 will not take or pursue the career that you are thinking. That means after 10 years, they will be taking up a career which will be different. So we have to make these children ready for this. The other challenge is that the teachers of yesterday teach the students of today for a career of tomorrow. So this is also one of the major challenges where we have to update our teaching and the teaching methodologies. Now, we did not only did a lot of research, I personally took training in Harvard as well as other places of the world. We send our teachers and our leadership team for training to adapt the latest. But I will only specify few roles that you need to do along with the school, because it's our combined partnership that will make our children most efficient. First, I will specify the role of mothers. The role of mothers is written all in the Shastra and in all the books that you read. The role of mother starts even before the child is born. And that's the bond where it affects most, and that's that emotional bond in which we can take the child forward. Now, if you read the book, which I recommend all of you to please read the book, Tiger Mother by Ami Chua, either we have to decide that we are a mother where we want our child to be first in anything that the child does. If the child is in the running, the child should be the first. If the child is in the exam, the child has to secure 99%. If the child is in the debate, the child has to stand first. Otherwise, reprimand the child, insult the child, discard the child. This acts very negative and it affects the child's growth when the child grows up. And it's mostly happen in most of the children. So my request to all the mothers sitting here, please refrain from pushing your child to be always the topper. Let the child learn in its own course and the child will definitely be a good human being. The second I will like to stress upon is role of fathers. Believe me, I have been interacting with a lot of the children of this particular age, and the common thing which most of these children tell me is we do not get the amount of love that we deserve from our father. Why so? I understand all our fathers sitting here are very busy in their individual work. The child expects that when the child goes back from the school and evening hours, the child needs a patting. Child needs the father to tell the child a story or some time to be spent by the father. That the child is deprived of. By the time father returns, the child has gone to sleep. And the next day, before father gets ready, child is back to the school. So my request to all the fathers sitting here, and my request to all the mothers sitting here also to ensure that every father sitting here spends at least 1 hour every day with the child. Unless all the fathers sitting here spend at least 1 hour with the child, how we feel the family values and the bonding with the child will grow. So I hope all our parents sitting here will partner with us and see that our children get a holistic growth. The role of the grandparents. The role of the grandparents also is extremely vital. The grandparents with their grandma stories, the stories that have high moral value, makes an impact. If you try to remember one single song, you'll definitely, all of you sitting here will remember the nursery rhyme that you have gone through in your early days, in your early childhood. Similarly, all the stories which you listen in this phase of life makes a tremendous impact in your character building. So my request is again, as far as possible, let the child spend time, as much time possible with the grandparents. This will make the child holistic. In the school, we believe, apart from academics, it is the character which defines the child's future. In the character, we mean not only the human value component, also the confidence. Because tomorrow's citizen will be a confident global citizen. And personally, I did a small experiment with all our children and it's working fine. So I will request also your participation in taking this experiment little forward. What I said to all our children, that every Monday, please, before coming to school, please touch your parents' feet. That will make your character immaculate. Please, every time you ask for something, use 3 simple terms. First, whenever you ask something, use the small word please. Whenever anything is done for you, never forget to use the word thank you. And whenever you feel, when your heart says that you have done something wrong, never hesitate to tell sorry. These 4 simple acts: touch the feet, learn how to say thank you, learn how to say please, and learn how to say sorry. I am sure if you'll help us in imbibing this with these small kids, their character will be immaculate. And if you measure the character, which we have done, and we have tried to measure the character improvement, overall holistic character improvement, just experiment in these 4 acts, 3 words and 1 action. It has a tremendous impact on the character building of the child. So please help us in doing that. We also learned that the maximum impact on a child is between the age of 2 to 7. And the maximum learning happens between the age of 2 to 7, which is again proven by the Harvard research. So we thought of bringing in the best practices of the world and create a good school. And you will all be happy. I am sure you will again clap for this. We are going to have the world's largest play school. And this world's largest play school is going to be inaugurated next month. And this is totally based on Howard Gardner's principle of multiple intelligence. The children who will go through this program from the age of 2 to 7 will be holistic child, and all the skills that they are supposed to have will automatically be imbibed in them. And I'm sure this is going to be a game changer for early childhood education of the entire country. And we'll be the front runners in that. What we need is your support. What we need is the experiment that we have been doing till date has given good results. Our children have been placed in all of the best institutions of the world. We get about 5,000 applications every year, and we are able to hardly take not even 10% of the students. So hardly we are able to take 500 students out of the 5,000 applications that we received. So we are happy that whatever small number of students that we have today, we have about 3,500 students, and this campus can only take maximum about another 500 students, so 4,000. So this school will not be able to take any more admission probably from next year. We had to break all these functions that we have into 4 or 5 groups so that we are able to accommodate. This time when we had the program from class 4 to 12, we had about 7,000 people coming. So next year probably we will break it into 2 so that we are able to manage it with 5,000 people. So we are growing and we are trying to do the best, but what we will request is it's a partnership, because we feel when we hold one hand of the child, the parents hold the other hand of the child, then only the child will have a balanced growth. My sincere request to all of you is please partner with us for our children, because we believe that our children will either be the best or will be different from the rest. The choice is ours and we have taken the choice. With these words, I wish all the best to the children who will be performing here. I thank you for coming in a large number. My only request is please always encourage the students who will be performing here by clapping for each performance that they will be having here, so that they are encouraged and their self-confidence improves. Thank you. Jai Sri Sai.
Thank you, sir, for your very inspiring words and leading us towards and always guiding us towards the self-set goal of being the best or else different from the rest. In fact, I would like to sum up the sentiment by quoting these lines. मंजिल मिल ही जाएगी एक दिन, इस हौसले से चलने का इरादा किया है, ना हारे हैं ना हारेंगे कभी, किसी और से नहीं खुद से ये वादा किया है.